What is Ifa Divination? Ifa Divination is often sought after when one comes to realize that there are mysteries within this earth, and in order to unlock those mysteries, they have to go within. And so, when going within, they begin to question, you know, where, on what direction is best for them in order to navigate to those dimensions, to unlock those things that are hidden inside of them so that they can elevate and reach their expansion and be able to, serve within their communities or make their communities better, or even to be able to be a light within their home or amongst their family, amongst their friends, possibly within their jobs. Most people seek after Ifa divination whenever they realize that they have a destiny that they want to pursue and they would like to fulfill that destiny. Once an individual takes on a reading from Ifa, done by a initiate priest or Babalao or priestesses, or both at the same time, because we got that balance, that masculine, that feminine energy. Once they receive a consultation by their Iya and by their Baba, they're often given the tools that are needed in order to enhance them along their journey so that they can, reach that place, pick up that momentum to head on out on that journey. Or even for some, the tool is necessary for them to sit still and be quiet, because they have a lot of stuff that they're working with inside of them that has to be resolved in order for them to be successful before moving forward. That is one of the ways that I see Ifa divination. Let's see here. I took notes. What comes with a reading? Oftentimes, one could receive a reading. This might be looked at as, when you go to the doctor and you get a diagnosis, and often comes with a prescription. Some people look at Ifa readings like that. So they sit on the mat, they get a reading. At this moment, the Babalao and the Iya, they are receiving a message from Olodumare. Olodumare then speaks of 16 of the major Odus. 16 of the major Odus. Now keep in mind there are 256 Odus. Those Odus speak of what we call patakis. Those patakis are like verses or stories, parables of which speak of an Orisha, and it will tell you, what's going on in your life. If you go to a Baba and an Iya, you would sit on the mat. You would speak of them. You may or may not. Me personally, because I like to allow spirit to work. You would sit on the mat and you will allow spirit to speak. Spirit would then offer you a solution to the problems that arise during that divination process. And the solution may come with a bow or sacrifice, depending on that Ile or that house and how they handle offerings. It may come with a bow, a sacrifice, or an offering. That offering then is taken to Eshu, the one that goes first and comes last, in terms of delivering messages to the Most High, Olodumare. Another thing that you can look forward to whenever you receive a reading would be, they may mention taboos. For some of us, whenever we are on a path of seeking, it is wise of us to know what it is that we should or should not partake in. And those taboos could be of the leggings of many things. It could be of food. It could be of TV. It could be of certain, like entertainment, certain crowds, certain drinks, not to smoke anymore, not to chew gum, not to wear white, not to wear black, not to wear green, all of these different things. It could be a matter of not not going swimming for a long time, not dancing anymore. Those are just simple taboos that you would want to take heed to in order to avoid coming into, disaster or something. Now, it is not to be taken lightly once you are given your taboos. For those of you who understand that, know that if you are told that you come with a taboo and you decide to go against it, you know that it comes with consequences. You may be suffering and wondering why after that consultation, you still may be experiencing delays, blockages, or hindrances in your life. But that is simply because you decided to go against what was, warned of you. And it's not to get all spooky or anything, but let's just face it. A lot of us can be destructive of our own and cause our own conflicts and unnecessary things. So for me, taboos are like a reminder. When you are operating in this world, it is a reminder to be mindful of the things that you say, the things that you eat, and the things that you allow to penetrate your psyche. Those things are important. In a reading, you will receive your name, your Ifa name. This name could change over time. It could change over time. It could not change, but in fact, it could grow into something else as you continue on to your path within Ifa, and you are continuing to be a devotee. You are given your Orisha. In most cases, you are given 2, maybe 3 Orishas. That balance. You may come with, some may have like Oya, Eshu, Obatala, Yemoya, Yemoya Olokun, Oshun Shango, Oshun Ogun, Ogun Oshoshi Oshun. It's just like a variant of the Orishas that you have been chosen by, proceeding by birth. Yeah. So, when you get a reading, you get your taboos, you get your name, you get your Orisha. You may even get a list of different things that you are to utilize during divination. If you become a diviner, that is if you become. Let me stop there. So that is if you become a diviner. So some people will seek after divination by Ifa practitioner, and once they are given the solution may come with some, like I said before, a prescription. And that prescription may speak of, the direction in which your life should go in order to be successful. And so, like for someone like me, it is to become a Ifa diviner. And so, in following that, in devoting to that, I divine, and with my divination, in order to make sure that I am staying in alignment to Olodumare and in a place where I can be receptive to Orumila's message, to receive, my own Odus, or to be able to receive, spirit messages or messages that speak from Orishas for myself or for other people. I'm told to divine daily, to pray daily, to do Oriki daily. Oriki is singing, chanting, or whatnot. Those are just like a few things that you could expect when receiving a Ifa divination. Let's see, what else may come? Another thing that is important when receiving Ifa divination is also being sure that once you sit at the mat, you are aware that your ancestors are then communicating to you by um, by the vessel of the diviner. So it is best of you to you know pay homage to your ancestors. Do something like going to your own altar. And if you don't have one at home, ask your Iya and your Baba, you know, ways that you can create your own shrine, your own altar space at home, so that you'll be able to, venerate those spirit guides that, follow along with you throughout your journey within Ifa, within any practice that you decide that you would want to pursue. You want to make sure that you feed and that you pour libations or even give them something to drink so that they can continue to be venerated, so that you can continue to receive the wisdom, the guidance from them, and also just so that you can assist them, because just as well as we are here in this realm, in the physical realm, there is a spiritual realm, what we call the egg bay, and in the egg bay is where our ancestors sit, and they they divine. They make sure that you are continuing on the agreement that you decided to agree to when you came down to this realm, and they are guiding you along that process, protecting you along that process. And so in reverence, it's best to just sit with them from time to time and just give thanks and feed them.